Well, now that we've gone through the top three, let's get to the rest of the teams in this league, man. And we're going to do something special where we're going to rank every Premier League manager from top to bottom, all 20.
Top to bottom.
All 20. So, Targo, you want to start from the top and go to the bottom?
Whichever,
or you want to start from the
Whichever.
bottom?
Which one do you want to do?
I want you to start from the top and go to the bottom because I want to see who you think is the worst manager in the Premier League.
I feel like
the top is going to be pretty obvious, right?
Pretty obvious who number one is, right? I mean, it's got to be Pep Guardiola.
Yep.
Duh. Sorry.
Same here.
Number two, also pretty obvious, Jurgen Klopp. Only managers with a Premier League and a Champions League underneath their belt.
Yep.
My number three, I got Unai Emery.
Okay. I can see where you're coming from, but I'm still surprised.
He's won European trophies, man.
Yeah.
He's won
abroad.
We're
talking about Premier League managers.
Yeah, well, he's in the Premier League now, but he's won trophies. He's won more trophies than my number fourth pick, which is Mikel Arteta, which I'm guessing is the one you have an issue with. Maybe should have had him number three. But it's my list.
This is opinion. Yeah.
Number 5, I have, for the beautiful football they play, I hate the team, but damn do they play exciting football, and that is Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah.
He's done some fantastic things in Asia, Celtic last season.
And his press conferences are must watch.
They are.
Every single time.
They are. My number 6, Roberto De Zerbi.
Oh, okay.
I do feel like his reputation might have hit a little bit of snag this season. I think there's a couple managers I could say that about.
Yeah, quite a few.
/ I will say that about.
When we get there.
My number 7 is Gary O'Neill. Guy has been fucking spectacular, man. Fucking spectacular. Saved Bournemouth last season. Wolves, I thought they were going to get relegated, man. They were in shambles. What's his name? Luptigi had left. He had a week with the squad. They come out and put out a fantastic performance against United. Have been doing amazing things in the Premier League. Sit top half of the table. Wolves, FYI.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gary O'Neill.
Above Newcastle and Chelsea, might I add.
Thank you. Good ad.
Mm-hmm.
Love Gary O'Neill. He's doing great. I suspect big things for his career in the future. My number 8 is David Moyes. People don't like him or West Ham fans, I should say, don't like him for some reason. I'll admit, he has the stinker every once in a while. Guy won you a European trophy, though, last season. You also sit top half of the table. Be happy with what you have, because it could be a lot worse. At number 9, I have Eddie Howe. I think it's more for last season before, where he saved Newcastle, and then the fantastic season they had last year. This year, again, a bit of a stinker.
Yeah.
Bit of a stinker. But, again, it's the football they play. They do play fun, exciting, entertaining football, which you love to see. My number 10 is Marco Silva, Fulham manager.
Yeah.
Fulham, man, not doing half bad, sitting in 12th. Last season they had a good run. Number 11, Mauricio Pochettino. So Chelsea sitting 11th, and I have him in 11th.
Okay.
Speaks for itself, right? I definitely do feel like he should be doing better with the amount of money that has been spent on these players. I like to see coaches get the best out of their players. I don't think I am seeing that from Pochettino, if I'm being honest with you. Say, like Gary O'Neill. Number 12, Thomas Frank. If this was last year, he probably would have been much higher. Again, this season, Brentford not doing the best. They're sitting in 15th, kind of flirting with a bit of relegation.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. So that's why he has taken such a hard hit. 13th, I have Andoni Iraola. Andoni Iraola. Bournemouth manager. However you pronounce that.
Yeah.
Took him a few games to get used to the Premier League, but I think they figured it out. They sit 13th, doing well. He's getting the best out of Solanke, man. Having his best season yet. And then after him in 14th, I have Eric Ten Hag. This season, I think he's just taking a nosedive, man. That guy's reputation, coaching style, whatever you want to call it, has sucked. And I do not rate him anymore. I have Sean Dyche in 15th. Saved Everton last season, man. That's got to count for something because that team sucked when he came in.
And he's currently saving them with a point deduction.
With points deduction. We'll see if any more come, but
we'll see this week coming up.
In 16th, I have Rob Edwards, Luton manager. Again, I like what he's doing. He's trying to change up their style. They put up a fight, Luton, every single game.
Every game.
Gotta love that. 17th, I have Nuno Espirito Santo, the Forest manager. He just came in this season, but they sit in relegation after their points deduction. And they just haven't, I don't think they've been playing very good, if I'm being honest.
No.
One win in their last 5, so yeah. 18th, I have Oliver Glasner. Only been at the helm a few games, so it's kind of tough. But we'll see. Obviously, if he starts winning some games, he could shoot up that list. 19th, Chris Wilder, Sheffield manager. Sheffield, they suck. Don't look too much better out of Chris Wilder, but he's not last because he didn't start the season with them. That's the only reason. Because in last place, I have Vincent Kompany because he has sucked fat donkey balls.
Hey.
Fat donkey balls. Refuses to change his play style. His team is terrible. They sit in 19th, getting relegated. And yeah, that is my list. Give me yours, man.
All right. Well, I'm going to start with the same 2, right? Pep's number 1, Klopp's number 2. I got to put Mikel Arteta at number 3.
Okay, you put him 3.
I'm not disagreeing with you because it was very close for me between him and Unai Emery, who is my 4th.
Your bias showed a little. That's all right. That's all right, man.
What Mikel Arteta has done.
It's your opinion. You're an Arsenal fan.
What Mikel Arteta has done this season, transforming the way Arsenal play.
That was last season.
So that way this season and last season, but more this season so they don't crumble. Shows how he's maturing as a coach. And I still think, and I will say it, I know you said at one point Arteta out. I still think this man will take Arsenal to the promised land.
You finish 8th, man. It's hard to want to coach in.
Yeah, well, Unai Emery also finished around the same spot. So
Unai Emery has European trophies.
Yeah, with Villarreal. Not with Aston Villa. Anyways, he's my 4th. Unai Emery is. Number 5, Big Ange.
You have Ange, all right.
Yeah.
I did not think you would rate him that highly.
I want to not, but I rate the manager, not the team, right? What he's doing with the team. So,
he is doing a lot with that shit bunch.
Yes,
he
exactly.
Saw what Conte and Mourinho did with them. Hot damn.
Mm-hmm. Number 6, Gary O'Neill.
One spot higher than me.
Man,
okay.
Whoo! Has he done some wonderful things with Wolves this season? And you got to look at the squad, right? There's no way they should be 9th in the table with that squad. And he's doing fantastic things. Saved Bournemouth last season, and with that squad, shouldn't have stayed in the Premier League.
I thought Bournemouth were done, man. I really did last year.
Roberto De Zerbi is my number 7.
Oh, okay.
I think you are right.
He's taking a hit this season.
He's taking a bit of a hit this season, and I think because of the coaches that have come before him playing with the same players, he's more of a victim, or he has had success because of the system that is put in place at Brighton. So I will say he's done good things, which is why he's still in the top half of my list, but that is why he's only number 7. Number 8, Eddie Howe. I still won't forget last season. I won't. The man took them from relegation to the top 4. Still going to be up there. Number 9, Marco Silva. What he's done with that Fulham squad has been fantastic. Number 10, Thomas Frank. You look at this squad that he has and where he's taken them, especially last season. This season, not so much. He was missing his best player for most of the season, so I'll at least give him credit for that. Although they haven't gotten any better since he came back. Number 11, David Moyes. David, whatever you want to call him.
He's English. It's David.
He's English. David
Spanish.
Moyes. It's the stinker games that get me, man. They win big games. They lose games they should not lose, and they lose them convincingly. So for me, that's why he's so low on my list. Number 12, Adoni Iraola. We were questioning at the beginning of the season his hiring at Bournemouth.
He took a minute, right?
He
took a minute.
He has shown since then why he was hired. So I'll put him there. Number 13, Maurizio Pochettino.
So you have him lower than I did. Yeah.
What is this guy? I'll ask you a question. What has he done besides win a title at PSG? Which pretty much any manager on this list could have won a title there.
Cut Spurs to a Champions League final.
Okay. Did he win anything, though?
Does any Tottenham manager win anything?
No.
They're allergic to
why
trophies,
he's so
man.
low on my list, man. That's why he's so low on my list. He's got these £100 million players. Not doing shit with them. They can't play with each other. We're shit.
But they've had injuries.
Mm-hmm. This is like one of the deepest squads
smallest violin
in the Premier League because they've spent over £1 billion in the last two seasons. That is, if they stay in the Premier League after all of the financial fair play stuff. Number 14, Sean Dyche. I mean, he's done fantastic things with Everton since taking over. He did fantastic things with Burnley, right?
Yeah, Burnley.
Only
got him relegated, though.
Yeah, he did. But he's kept Everton up 2 seasons in a row, and I did not think that was possible.
1 season. This will be 2 seasons.
I'm counting it now. Number 15, Eric Ten Hag. Most clueless manager in the whole Premier League. Number 16, Rob Edwards. Love what he's doing with Luton.
I hope he stays in the Prem. I really hope Luton stay up, man.
I hope so too.
I said at the beginning of the season, these points deductions are doing nothing but helping them. But
yep, I think they will. I think you were onto something. Number 17, Oliver Glasner. He's done fantastic since taking over for Roy Hodgson.
I wouldn't say fantastic, but he hasn't done terribly.
Comparatively to Roy Hodgson,
I mean, fantastic. They've got 1 win in their last 5.
But they also have 2 draws, which that amount of points is more than Roy Hodgson had in his last 8 games.
If you remember that last draw, though, it was against Luton where they were up 2-0. Just saying.
It was. I credit that more to Luton. Number 18, Nuno Espirito Santo.
That's why Rob Edwards was higher. Got it.
Yep.
Nuno.
Number 19, Vincent Kompany, because number 20, Chris Wilder.
You have Chris Wilder last?
Number 20, because he has shown at home the worst performances I have ever seen in the Premier League. 5 in a row, 3 in a row, losing by more than 5 goals.
One of those games they had a red card. I mean,
whatever. They have won some games I didn't think they should have. But what do you guys think? Who do you rank as the best manager in the Premier League all the way down to who is the worst? Do you agree with our list? Let us know on our Facebook group, our Instagram, Brews FC, our TikTok, Brews Banter FC. Make sure just let us know right down below. Check us out, all your favorite podcast platforms. Make sure you're giving us 5 stars. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And until next time, my friends, as always, we love you.
Cheers. Today's episode is brought to you by Acorn Hills Clothing Company. Sustainable clothing, biodegradable packaging, tree planted for every purchase, and a percentage of their sales donated to charities.
Yeah, and that's not even the best part. They give you these plantable clothing tags with every purchase. Pretty much greatest idea ever.
That is
scan
awesome.
The QR code right here for planting instructions. So make sure you go to www.acornhillsco.com and use Brews15. That is BREWS15 at checkout for 15% off and have your tree planted today.
Yes, don't forget to use our code Brews15 at checkout for 15% off. This is one you don't want to miss, guys.